During a meeting earlier this week, Donald Trump decided to get a little off topic when talking to reporters, and he started reading a prepared statement talking about the need for stronger libel laws in this country. Now, obviously, Donald Trump is still furious about the fact that Michael Wolff's new book, Fire and Fury, makes all these claims about the Trump administration, claiming that aides are questioning his mental fitness, claiming that his son committed treason. So Donald Trump wants to make it easier to sue individuals who say things that he doesn't agree with. Take a look at what Trump said in this prepared statement.
On a separate front, we are going to take a strong look at our country's libel laws so that when somebody says something that is false and defamatory about someone, that person will have meaningful recourse in our courts. If somebody says something that's totally false and knowingly false, that the person that has been abused, defamed, libeled, will have meaningful recourse. Our current libel laws are a sham and a disgrace and do not represent American values or American fairness. So we're going to take a strong look at that. We want fairness. You can't say things that are false, knowingly false, and be able to smile as money pours into your bank account. We're going to take a very, very strong look at that. And I think what the American people want to see is fairness. Finally,
Okay, the reason I keep saying that was a prepared statement is because the man says says instead of says, and he's very obviously reading something that somebody much more intelligent than him wrote for him to say. This guy can't even get through a full sentence without mispronouncing a word, and it's very obvious that he really has no idea what he's talking about because libel laws in this country actually already cover everything he said in that statement. Those things he wants people held accountable for, they do get held accountable for when lawsuits are brought and proven to be true. It's up to the people being libeled to be able to either disprove or the person who libeled them to prove that it's not actually libel. And that's how those lawsuits play out. Both sides have to present evidence, and then the jury or the judge or whatever kind of trial it is makes the decision as to who was right and who was wrong. That's how libel laws work. And Donald Trump is not just concerned about people saying things that aren't true. That has never been a concern for a man who continuously accused Barack Obama of being born in Kenya. Donald Trump doesn't like people talking bad or saying negative things about Donald Trump. So he wants to rewrite this country's laws, wants to attack the freedom of speech just so that people cannot criticize him. That is what this is all about. If the claims that Michael Wolff is making in his book are untrue, then you would think somebody from the Trump administration would be able to come forward and prove that they're not true, instead of just going out there and saying, no, he's a liar. Now, I'm not saying I believe absolutely everything in Michael Wolff's new book. I don't. I don't know exactly what I do believe from the book and what I don't believe. But what I do know is that Wolff needs to come forward either with evidence that confirms the things that he said, or the Trump administration needs to come forward with evidence that disproves what Wolff has said. So far, neither party has done it, so it's a big he said type deal. But the bottom line is that we don't need to change the laws in this country just because we've got President Pissy Pants who can't handle it when somebody says something negative about him. That's what this is about. He is attacking our freedom of speech because this man is so weak and so thin-skinned that he can't handle the slightest bit of criticism. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you see here on Ring of Fire, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel. You can see the little subscribe button down there, but if you're watching it on another device where you can't see it, go to youtube.com/TheRingOfFire, hit subscribe, be notified every time we get a new video.